This is not the first death of a woman where the royal family have been implicated in one way or another, is it? And I say this as a professional that's working in the violence against women and girls space. Why are violence against women and girls organisations cozying up to the royal family? Why are you going to events at the royal family? Why are you going to meet Queen Camilla, who's oh, she's campaigning against violence against women and girls? Shut the front door. No, she is not. Why are you getting sucked in? How can you be that naive? Grow a fucking backbone and stop engaging with them. Boycott them. The royal family are not a safe place for women. They never have been. They still aren't. The royal family literally funded Prince Andrew's out-of-court settlement for Virginia Giuffre, who he trafficked, right? Who is now dead. Diana died in a car crash. We know full fucking well that both of her sons have questioned that death. We know the background of that. We know that the royal family was spreading rumours that she was mentally ill. She gave a speech about it, saying that, according to the press, I'm going to be hauled off by men in white coats very soon. Shortly after, died. She knew the palace was spreading those rumours who was fucking her husband? Camilla. I'm sorry, but how can you believe that the royal family cares about women? What about Meghan Markle? Meghan and Harry have had to leave the country because of what they were doing to Meghan. They've left the country and the royal family. You're not seeing a pattern develop here. I cannot get my head around how domestic abuse organisations, sexual abuse organisations, Vogue organisations in the UK are going to these events with the royal family and lapping it up and posting pictures with Camilla and being that the Queen cares about abuse. Oh, do they fork? Grow up. I can't. Just boycott them and have some integrity for women, because they don't give a shit, do they? That's what more evidence do you want? Meghan Markle was literally bullied to within an inch of her life and gave, interviews literally saying that she was going to end her life as well, and Harry said the same thing. Virginia Giuffre, after all of these years in the public eye, has ended her life after she was mysteriously hit by a bus several weeks ago. And Diana died after being hounded relentlessly, framed as mentally ill, framed as problematic, and then died in a car crash. What is our Vogue sector doing? Is there literally any integrity left? So someone's got to say it. Women's Aid, Refuge, Safe Lives, and plenty of other smaller regional Vogue organisations. Are you going to cut ties with the royal family, or are we just going to sort of stay quiet whilst women just die? What's it going to be? We're just going to turn a blind eye to the royal family's role in Virginia Giuffre's death, or are we just going to keep going to parties to feel special?
Hey everyone, welcome back to Royal Sussex Squad. You know what time it is. It's time to speak the truth, and today we have a lot to unpack. It's heartbreaking, but necessary to talk about how the royal family has a long history of attacking women who dare to step into their world, whether they are mothers, wives, or survivors. And let's be clear, this isn't just about Meghan Markle or Diana, but about the systemic mistreatment of every woman who's ever been linked to this institution. Before we dive deep, I want to remind you to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and if you appreciate the content, show your support by sending a super thanks. Your donations help keep us going strong. Now let's get into it. It's no secret that the royal family has always had a brutal track record when it comes to women. From Princess Diana to Meghan Markle, the pattern is undeniable. The royal family has been involved, directly or indirectly, in the pain and tragedy of women who joined their ranks. Let's start with Diana, one of the most iconic figures in modern history. Diana's death in 1997 still haunts us all. We know she was relentlessly hunted by the media, with the royal family providing no protection, let alone the compassion she needed. They spread rumours that she was unstable, painting her as mentally ill, while behind closed doors her husband Charles and Camilla were plotting their way to the throne. And yet we're supposed to believe that the royal family really cares about women. How can they, when they didn't protect Diana, the mother of the future king? Then there's Meghan Sussex, a woman who didn't just face the challenge of becoming part of a family that didn't want her, but who also had to endure a relentless smear campaign. Meghan faced racism, isolation and harassment, with the royal family turning a blind eye. They didn't just fail to protect her, they facilitated her pain. She spoke about suicidal thoughts during her pregnancy with Archie, yet they did nothing to protect her. Instead, they fed lies to the press, labelling her a bully while the real bullies were sitting comfortably on their thrones. And let's not forget Virginia Giuffre. The palace wanted us to forget her, but we can't. Virginia, a survivor of Jeffrey Epstein's trafficking ring, spoke out about being trafficked to Prince Andrew as a teenager. She sought justice. So what did the royal family do? They paid her off. Millions of pounds in hush money. The royal family silenced her to protect their own. And now, just a few weeks ago, Virginia tragically passed away after a mysterious bus crash. Was it suicide? We may never know the full truth. But what we do know is that the palace didn't just ignore her, they actively protected the abuser. Yet now they have the audacity to parade around claiming to care about domestic violence and women's rights. Camilla, who sat silently while Diana suffered, now poses as the queen of domestic violence awareness. Is this the same woman who did nothing when Diana needed her most? How can anyone take her seriously when she's part of an institution that tore women apart? Let's bring this back to Meghan Sussex. She's been through hell, and yet she remains standing strong with her head held high. The palace's treatment of Meghan isn't just a one-time mistake, it's part of a larger pattern. The royal family has a history of attacking women who speak up, who refuse to be silent and subjugated. Meghan has faced public scrutiny, media attacks and relentless negativity, but she continues to rise above it all. Her story isn't just about her. It's about all women who have been silenced, victimized and discarded by powerful institutions. The royal family may have tried to tear Meghan down, but guess what? She's still here. She's thriving, making a difference, and standing up for the very women the royal family has failed. We have to ask ourselves, how long will we continue to allow the royal family to masquerade as champions of women when their actions tell a completely different story? How long will organizations who claim to stand for women continue to cozy up to the royal family, knowing full well the harm they've caused? It's time to stop pretending. We need to call out the hypocrisy. We've laid it out, Diana, Virginia and Meghan, all victims of a system that exploits and disposes of women when they no longer serve a purpose. We need to stop clapping for the royal family and start calling out their lies and mistreatment. If you stand with Meghan and Harry, with all the women who've suffered, make sure to like, comment and subscribe. Share this message because the world needs to hear it. And don't forget to show your support with a super thanks. This fight is far from over, and we'll keep speaking the truth no matter how loud the palace walls tremble. Until next time, stay strong, stay brilliant, and never stop demanding justice. The truth will always rise, just like Meghan.